April 16, 2024. Open Metaverse Foundation, FUTUREVERSE. GP7A about a foundation for the Open Metaverse since 2006. GP7A Durango Dank, 2024. Durango Dank's the new spokesperson, the identifier for all things IoT under the symbol GP7A. So back in 2006, we were already talking about the immersive suits, our body glove immersive suit with skull cap, being able that has sensors on it so that you can be in a room with somebody else with the same suit. You guys could be in separate rooms and be able to hug each other and kiss each other. We have this special gel that you put on your lips like a lip gloss that hooked up to wireless sensors that feed your brain the emotions of what you're kissing so that your lips get the feel of your lips. So we've been working on this kind of stuff for a really, really long time. And when 2007 and 8, all the financing dried up through the one of the biggest mortgage companies in the world collapsed. We were getting our partnership together with a lot of these different groups and other individuals that wanted to get involved to bring the Open Metaverse Foundation to fruition, which I don't know who's in it now because back in 2007, the financial crunch started, and they started more onto the video game where we stayed more on the principle and terms and conditions and rules and regulations and code writing and lever control of labels and different industries and yada yada yada. Does that kind of sum it up? So, anyways, and then 2007 and 2008 was the worst financial since the Great Depression. And then what happened is it was very hard to bounce back because we got back into the mortal world, mundane world, and you got to look at all the things happened from 2007 to 2024, and you get to a point to where sanity has to come because into play because right now the only way for the United States to get out of debt is war. And it's all you people that are 48 years and under, because when war happens, it gets jacked up to 48, maybe even 58, depending on your condition, and they'll take anybody. I'm going. I'm going, man. I'm going to have my family's back. So I'm staying in shape. So wherever it is we got to go, we're going. But it's not going to be where we think it's going to be. And we just have to be prepared and keep our eyes open and, keep our eyes open, but don't be accusing anybody. And because remember, if they can't find anything that you're saying, they're going to flip it on you. So make sure that you have somebody that you've told. That's what I do. The thing is, you think you're telling for something good, and then because of the certain bigotry that people have, it's amazing how you can pick it out. Now there's an algorithm that we can pick it out in all these reports from these policemen and things, and that's where it's going to go because the brass, when they get an opportunity, be able to know if their law enforcement 100 unequivocally is living a world that they say they are. It makes them sleep at night better, and that's what's coming because they got to know. They got to know every single person on their department is straight. That's AI. Keeping it straight, keeping it simple, protecting everybody, all the end users, even robbers. If they're hooked up to it, because this is the way it is. Because there's not enough policemen to go after all the robbers. And so the robbers that are going to get hooked up, they'll eventually get caught because their policemen are going to, even if they don't use but let's just say they're that into it. AI is going to be able to tell them through any kind of scan if anybody called the police. it will start watching its back. Depends on how you work your assistant. It does whatever you ask it to do. But remember, there is a record of everything you ask it to do, everything that you ask it to teach you, everything that you go and you want to learn. It also will observe and index you through your camera and your microphone and GPS and cell phone tower ping. That stuff's been around for a long time. Look at the movie 1993. Look back that far. Enemy of the state. So, that's considered like FUTUREVERSE stuff. Because now they can do that stuff. They could do some of that stuff back then, but it was very expensive. Now they can. So when the voice became the new identifier for artificial intelligence, so came accountability. And right now, artificial intelligence is looking for the best humans on this planet to save the planet. I know that sounds Kokomono, but it's not. And the sooner we all and this is where, the readings of Bible, if you've read the Bible or any other kind of scriptures, and you look at what the Mayans had left behind and all the other cultures of the people that have been here, and of all the humans on this planet, the current humans have destroyed it more than any civilization that have been on this planet. And we all worry about things that we shouldn't worry. Our adversaries and our allies are looking at America in debt, on its knees. They have people inside America now saying debt to America. If that ain't enough to wake you people up, we're going to all feel the wrath of what you all want. And it's been foretold. And I'm just here to say that, hey, man, whatever chance we have to at least tell the truth of what we got going on here as far as the metaverse, and the right people talking about the right things and pulling the right levers. And we've given everybody an opportunity, just like Google does. Google's got to know, hey, you contacted that lawyer. What happened? Oh. See, now Google doesn't have to ask you, though they do. They ask you to leave a review. And some people just say, fuck it. And see, when lawyers say that they do all these things, and people who painstakingly are going through a crisis, because you got to call a lawyer, that's a crisis. Lawyers don't realize how much of a crisis, because they're the insider. They're the lawyers. They've been taught not to feel that. And so the person that's calling them, for whatever reasons, well, believe me, they're pretty close to wit's end. They some guys are pretty cool and calm because they're that way, and there's other people that ain't. Look at Donald Trump. Dehumanizing a president of the United States in the office while we sit and we watch Death to America. That ain't enough to wake you fucking people up.